always say we're on a diet, it just doesn't get stolen. Oh my god, you're so cute. Not sensitive about cultural appropriation, like fried chicken with mint chocolate sauce on top. Whether you're rich or whether you don't have a lot of money. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dan in Korea. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Danny and I make contents in English about my life in Korea and my life in general. I have just ordered some food because I didn't eat anything today, so I'm exhausted and tired and hungry. I was just looking at some memes online and talking with a friend. You know, it was about like Koreans be like, you know, like some strange and funny characteristics about Korean people, and it was really funny to see. And before I begin, this is just a personal... Sorry guys, my delivery food just came. I'm gonna set this up and, you know, continue talking because I'm starving. Really starving. There were some funny facts about Korean people and I thought I would share with you guys, and you know, like it would maybe help you understand us a bit more. And this is just a personal opinion that I came up with and I saw online. I'm gonna kind of like talk and eat. Oh, look at this cheese. I was gonna talk and eat at the same time, but I was so hungry and you know, this was so good. I just turned off the camera and ate. Now I'm ready to talk. Oh, this was so spicy. I feel really hot right now. So I think I can actually move on to the first funny fact about Korean people because this is just what I just did. Korean people always say they're full, but they continue to eat. Like, especially when we're drinking. You know, we ate at the first place and then we moved to another place, but you know, we're full, but we still order food. I think in the Western culture, it's common to just order like a few cocktails and, you know, not order any food. But in Korea, when we're drinking, we always have to have food. Even if we're full, even if we're just having like a pint of beer, we would order like fried chicken or, you know, like French fries. Number two is also related to food. Korean people always say that we're on a diet. Me included. We always say we're on a diet. I'm gonna go on a diet. I need to go on a diet. And it's a little bit sad because people are so obsessed with figure and looks, but it's just like, it's now like a habit now. Like sometimes people don't even mean it. I think they say it because they feel guilty for eating too much. Like I do, for example. And you would see a lot of Korean people always saying like, you know, I'm on a diet. But at the same time, we rationalize and we make excuses for ourselves. We say things like, you know, when it's delicious, it's 0 calories. Diet starts from tomorrow. Like we have salad for lunch and then go for like fried chicken and beer for dinner. So number three, ice Americano and ice drinks. Even when it's cold, when it's hot, no matter what weather it is, we always drink ice Americano, like ice drinks. It was like freezing and it was snowing and I would still order like ice drinks. I don't know why. So there's even a saying called 얼죽아, which means 얼어 죽어도 ice Americano. Like even if I freeze to death, I will have ice Americano. So number four, 아줌마's hairstyles. Maybe these days it's less. When, you know, like our moms tend to get older, like they become grannies, they tend to get this hairstyle, like they cut their hair short and they, you know, they perm their hair like really curly. And I suppose it's because, you know, it's easier to manage, like it doesn't take that long to wash your hair and, you know, there's like more volume. Sometimes I saw these memes like on the street, like you wouldn't be able to tell like who's who. Next one, I actually made a video about this on TikTok and this was like the most viral video on TikTok on my account. I think it went like 10 million views. People just don't steal things. Like you leave things on the table in a cafe, like my laptop, my phone, my bag, and I go to the toilet, I go like talk to my friend on the phone for like 10-15 minutes and some people go out for smokes and it will still be there. Like people say it's because of the CCTVs, but even with CCTVs, like one time like I left my phone on the table of the bar and my friend who was visiting freaked out like, Danny, like, are you crazy? I mean, sometimes it gets stolen for sure, but most of the times it just doesn't get stolen. But when you're at a cafe and you leave your, you know, table for a long time, people are after your seat because they want to take the table, not your stuff. But there's an exception. I saw a funny meme online, like Koreans don't steal your phone, your laptop, your bags, but they steal your bicycle. Cars don't get stolen, motorbikes don't get stolen, but bicycles, I actually saw a lot of pictures online, like they get stolen. They're like chained up, but they leave the wheels and they take everything else. I don't know why. Like, do you guys know why? A lot of people actually live with their family, their parents, in their 20s and sometimes in their 30s also before they get married. I don't know, like for me, I used to live abroad. I also lived by myself since freshman at university. Finding my own place when in my 20s was something very natural for me. But in Korea, people stay with their parents until they get married. Unless there's a reason, or like for school or for work, a lot of people stay with their parents, and it's not like something that you get like pointed fingers at. Even if you live with your family, I mean, sometimes it's okay. Like, I had friends who were over 30 and they were living with their parents, and you know, the parents or other people, they wouldn't say like, when are you moving out and getting a place of your own? They would say like, when are you getting married? And then, you know, you have to get your own place and move out. But they never kind of like force you to move out. Korean people get really proud when foreigners acknowledge our culture. For example, let's say a famous like American celebrity suddenly uses Korean on like their SNS, or you like wears hanbok. We go crazy. We're like, oh my god, thank you so much. Oh my god, you're so cute, you're so cool. Even if you just say one word in Korean, like 안녕하세요, they will be like, oh my god, you speak Korean. And people are really genuinely happy when we're recognized by other like countries. But at the same time, we get really defensive when someone disrespects our culture or like, you know, crosses the line. When someone mocks our culture or when someone claims that our culture is theirs, people get really defensive, and you know, like we get angry as like a group. I know there are a lot of issues related to cultural appropriation. So I had like people asking me like, do you feel offended when we foreigners wear hanbok like when we visit Korea? But the answer is no. Like most Koreans would be like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like thank you for appreciating our culture. And I think that's one of the reasons why Korean people are so not sensitive about cultural appropriation. So, well, that's another story to tell. But yeah, it's wrong, but I think that's just like what we're used to. Even the word like cultural appropriation in Korean is 문화도용. I don't think we rarely use this word. You know, the world is getting closer, so it's something that we have to learn and, you know, understand and be sensitive about. But like until now, I think people are just not aware of it. And next one is trends. Like when something is in trend, everyone does it. There's like so many of it. Like for example, when the flavored sojus were a thing, there were like so many flavors and everyone wanted to drink it. And then after a while, it changes. Like it's like honey butter chips. And then these days, it's donuts. Like there are so many donut places and people wait in the line for hours to have donuts. For a while, it was like mint chocolate chips. So everything was like mint chocolate flavor. There was like Croffles. There's like a new item every season or every year. And when it becomes trend, you have so many places like selling it and so many people doing it and wanting it. Sometimes the trend dies out like really fast, but you know, it's like really interesting how trends pick up so fast in Korea. I really need to think of the next it item and I will like, you know, be so successful. I'm losing my voice because I had something so spicy. The next one is related to like this culture also, like the trends. We try so many different like fusion flavored like food, snacks and, you know, items. Like for example, when mint chocolate chips were a thing, they even made like mint chocolate chicken, like fried chicken with mint chocolate sauce on top. Mint chocolate soju, like mint chocolate alcohol, mint chocolate chips. There was like mint chocolate everything. These days when I go to the convenience store, there are so many different like weird flavors like chips. There's like kimchi flavor, kimchi ramen flavor. There are like ice cream flavor soju, and there are so many different kinds, and sometimes I'm like, and usually they don't really taste good, to be honest. Last but not least, I kind of thought this was really funny. Maybe this is like similar in other culture, it's just like different like way. But in Korea, you know, like ramen is a very popular Korean dish. Instant ramen. For one pack, it's like $1 something, $1. So it's quite like affordable. So there's a saying like, you know, when we're short of money, we say things like, oh, I need to have ramen for the rest of the month because I don't, you know, I'm broke. But it doesn't mean like ramen is for people who are not like wealthy. Whether you're rich or whether you don't have a lot of money, everyone in Korea, they like ramen. Like it's a very like common snack. So I was eating a ramen the other day and I was like thinking to myself, the owner of Samsung probably eats ramen also after night of drinking. Maybe not, like I know like some people think it's not healthy, but I know a lot of people who are like business owners, like who are very successful, they like ramen. And you know, I was thinking about this, like, I don't know, it's interesting to think that no matter how much money you have, this is like one of the most common food that Korean people have. Anyway, I thought about some funny facts about Korean people. It was just a casual video. If I can think of like other things, I will make a part 2 and you know, I will now go back to eating because this is getting cold and I want to eat it. I'm full, but I want to eat it. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. I hope you liked it and I hope you have a good night. Bye guys. Oh, pepper. This is so good. Okay.